Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at V75 or the future B. This is my analysis on V75 using the biological. Let me just double check here. Biorexo pattern. So this pattern, it just shows you the the engulfing candles, cross, engulfing cross, and all those good stuff. So what we're going to do today is use this indicator right here to show us the direction of the market. So what I've picked up is you see there are these engulfing candles here. So that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 engulfing candles, bearish engulfing candles, which indicates that for the past since the 4th January, February, March, April, since April of 2022, we've been in this massive downtrend right here. So on a daily time frame, we are bearish, and then currently since when is this? Let me see. Since the 10th, since October, we've been showing signs of bullish candles. Bullish power, but in overall the direction is bearish. As from April, market has been bearish, and then as of October, the market has been bullish. So what we currently seeing is on a daily time frame we are bearish, and then we have had this minor pullback. From as of October, we've been in a bullish pullback. So what we're going to do is just zoom out a little bit. We just put in that little trend to show us what the market has been doing. And then what I've noticed is with the engulfing candles, what happens before an engulfing candle is the sign is, let me mark this engulfing candle. Sorry, let me mark the previous candle before the engulfing candle. So this is the engulfing candle. So here we had a bullish candle. So after the bullish candle was formed, what happened afterwards? We had this engulfing and massive bearish move to the downside. So here, for me, the last bearish candle, the last bullish candle before the engulfing is an indication of a supply zone. So I'll just mark that, or type that in. This is a supply on demand. In the supply zone right here. It's a supply zone. It's a supply zone that caused this massive bearish move to the downside. So what we are going to do using that indicator, we're going to mark out all the candles before the engulfings to show us where our supply zones are. But you don't need to necessarily, because we're dealing with on a daily, we don't need to go way far. So let's just do what the current one. Let's look at where we had our bearish bearish engulfing. So the bearish engulfing candle is this one here. So the previous candle was this bullish candle right here. So that was our supply. So what you can actually do is you can just mark up this whole zone right here, like that, as your supply zone. And you can easily see is like I said, since April we've been bearish, coming down all the way, and then as of August we've been pulling back to where? To the supply area. So immediately once we got into the supply area here, what happened? Market pulled, joined the movement, this big bearish move that we've been having this whole time. So immediately once we got into our supply zone, the market sold. So in this zone right here, all we needed to look out for is selling power, or any sell signals or whatever you use to join this big overall bearish move right here. So the market pulled back into the supply, or most recent supply, this bearish engulfing zone here, and then in there what happened? The market pushed to the downside to join this move right here, to join the down move that we've been having since April. So now when we move to the 4-hour, so on the 4-hour, you can see on the 4-hour, we, as of October, on the 4-hour, we've been doing what? On the 4-hour, we've been making new highs, new lows. You know, we've been pulling upwards. So we've been creating new. We've been creating these bullish engulfings on a 4-hour, which is lower than the daily. So on the 4-hour, we've been creating these engulfings, bullish engulfings. And then what happened currently is, after we moved into the supply area, to the supply zone here, what happened? The market immediately started creating bearish engulfings. See, we're creating bullish engulfing, bullish piercings. We had momentum to the upside, going up into the supply zone, and immediately once we got into the supply zone, what happened? We joined the down move, and now we are creating this new bearish engulfings all the way down to obviously this level right here, which was our previous low in August, that started this whole up move. So now the idea is to look for sales all the way up to this zone right here, and then see what will happen. Will we continue with the bearish, or will we look for rejections backwards? But what I will be looking for right now, since we are busy creating these new bearish engulfing candles, is to, and like I said, the bearish engulfing candles are supply areas. So my idea right now is to mark up my bearish engulfing. So we had a bearish engulfing here, mark up this zone, the last bullish candle before that engulfing. You can see we pulled out and then pulled back, liquidated the stop losses that were up here, liquidated the stop losses that were up here, and then pulled downwards. And then now what we see currently, what we see here is we have this last bearish engulfing right here, and this was our last bullish candle. So this is a fresh supply right here, which is being mitigated right now. So let me just write that. Yeah, supply zone, which is current. So I'll just mark that with a white, label it in white, so you know that this is the current zone that we are looking sales from. So on a 4 hour, we have our 4-hour supply right here. This supply was mitigated, so pulled out and pulled back in, and then liquidated the stops that were there, and then pulled back. But we get through market, because if we have to come back in this zone right here, we will look for sell opportunities down. So now, what's the current move? So what the current move or the current play is, we'll move back to a lower time frame, 1 hour, and see what is happening. Okay, so on the 1 hour, we are in the supply zone. We broke out and then back into the supply zone right here, and then in the supply zone currently we created this to bullish cross. In here we have a bullish cross signal. So what I would suggest is move it to a lower time frame. Let's say the entry time frame is 5 minutes. So you can see here, when we move to our entry time frame, which is 5 minutes, what do we see? We see a fresh supply here, which is yet to be mitigated. So there's this bearish engulfing right here, so fresh supply. So we can just mark up to the top as well, the 5 minute supply. 5 minute supply. So you can just put an alert, wait for candles to pull back into this 5 minute supply, and look for sales of this with possible stops just above this engulfing. But be careful, we might have the candle wick up just to pick these liquidations right here, because obviously most of our stops are going to be here. So just wait and see what will happen. Will the supply hold? Because there's another supply zone here, but the current move right here is this the supply zone needs to be mitigated. So we look for sales as soon as we get a closure. After we get moves into this zone, and then we get closures, we get signs of a bearish move to the downside, like big engulfing. If we are to get a second engulfing in this zone right here, I'll look for sell for those that are trading V75. So that's on 5 minutes. Or we can mark up this. If you do SMC, so break of structure. So we wait for what we can do is we wait for a break of structure. Break of structure, like here we had this break of structure right here. Mark it to the next. Double tick. We had this break of structure right here. So what happened? If we look for order blocks, the last bearish candle before the break of this structure right here is this one here. So this can be your order block for those that trade SMC. So that's your order block right here. So what do? You wait. You will have to wait for markets to come back in this order block right here on 5 minutes, and look for sales. Look for sales to join this big move right that we have going down. So what I'm going to wait for, we had an OB here, sorry, a break of structure here to the downside. We have a fresh supply in 5 minutes, of which you can trade from this supply, or if this supply, because like I said, we have liquidity, sorry. We have liquidity here, so this liquidity might be grabbed, might be mitigated, and then pull back into this OB right here to join the move down. So this is the current analysis of V75. If we have a break of this engulfing right here, we'll possibly wait for our last bullish candle before that break, which will be this area right here. So we'll wait for candle. We'll wait for the market to come back into this 5 minute supply. Now, if we break here, when you come back here, this will be an order block. It will be the last bearish, the last bullish candle before that break. So we'll wait for it to come back in here. So I have one like here on this other chart here. You can see I have marked up this most recent high and the most recent low. So I'm waiting for the break of either break out to this zone right here or break below and wait for a pullback into this zone to look for sales. So that's my analysis on V75. So if you are interested in this Biorusk, I can't pronounce, like I said, I have difficulty to pronounce. It's Bioreco pattern. Hit me up and then I can tell you where to find it. Otherwise, enjoy. Let's see how it plays out. Like I said, we are on a daily time frame. Sorry, on a daily time frame. We just got into the supply. You can see how powerful how powerful the supply is on once. So we got in here and then it got mitigated. We did not even come to the top. The supply got mitigated and then we've been selling. So the idea right now is to look for opportunities to join this move to the downside. We are going down, so the idea is to join this downtrend. So the idea is to look for sell opportunities down all the way to this zone right here. So if you're interested in me making an analysis of any other market, let me know. So dear future me, see you next time.